everyone, and welcome to the Crafty Momma podcast. My name is Dawn, and I'm your host. I'm coming to you from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, which is about 45 minutes smack dab between Toronto and Niagara Falls. And it is a cloudy, little cooler Tuesday afternoon. Yes, I have today off work, so I wanted to podcast. This isn't going to be my standard podcast because I have a few things coming up that I wanted to talk about, and I'll be doing my regular podcast with all the fun podcasting stuff, either Sunday or Monday. Monday is a holiday, Labor Day weekend, so I have a 2-day weekend, and I'll be doing my regular podcasting with everything that normally comes in my podcasts, my whips, acquisitions, all that kind of stuff is going to be then. I will show one of the whips that I've been working on because that is the one I've been kind of monogamous, but can't really say monogamous because I've been working on another one while I went to work. I'll talk about that when I get to it. Anyways, so welcome to my podcast. For any of you new viewers, thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. And for any returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back and taking some time out of your day to spend with me. And I appreciate it so much. I have hit over 80 subscribers now, which is kind of crazy. And I think part of that is due to my friend Levi from the WTFKnitting podcast, because we are doing a KAL together, which I'm going to talk about in just a few moments. So I think a lot of people that watch his are tuning into mine to see what the KAL is all about and stuff. So really excited. So like I said, this podcast isn't really a full podcast. It's going to call it a mini. I'm not sure how long it's going to be though, so it may not be mini in size, but mini in content. I don't know. There's a few really, really exciting things going on coming up this weekend, so I want to talk about those both for a little bit. Where you can find me on Instagram as Crafty Momma _73. You can find me on Ravelry as Crafty Momma 73, and you can find my Ravelry group, my Facebook page, and my Etsy shop are all Crafty Momma Designs with a Z. Now there is an extra Instagram account that is going to be, or that is active now, and things are happening over there already. And it is my candy coated yarn Instagram, because I am starting my yarn journey. I'm starting it, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait. I'm getting a little stressed though because I'm not sure everything's going to be done in time, but I'm going to do my best to get the ball rolling and get everything finished and ready to go and list all my yarn, and lots to do. That website is candycoatedyarn.com. It is not published yet, so if you go to the website, you'll probably just see a blank screen, or you will see a site saying, if this is your domain, please get a host, blah, blah, blah. I have a domain. I have a host. I just haven't published it yet. I'm waiting till Friday, because that is going to be the launch of Candy Coated Yarn. And I believe I want to try to aim for 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's when all my yarn and my website's going to be up and running, and everything's going to be all good to go, hopefully by 5 o'clock on Friday, because I work till 1:30. So by the time I get home and situated and everything like that, it's probably going to be close to 2:30, and I wanted to have a couple hours to make sure everything is completely finalized and ready to go. I just added payment information and all that stuff on the website. So you'll be able to pay with PayPal, credit cards, and debit and stuff like that. So this is so exciting. I can't even, it's like a little unreal, but I cannot wait for it to be all good and going. So anyways, talk a little bit more about that, and I'll show you some of the yarn that's going to be in the shop on Friday. So those are the places that you can find me at. And I'm going to do a little administrative stuff just to get that out of the way. We do have a one skein KAL going on in my Ravelry group, which, like I said, is Crafty Momma Designs with a Z. If you want an extra entry into that KAL, with the usually every couple months I pull from there. The next one for that will be at the end of September. So the first podcast that I podcast in October, that's when I'll be drawing the winner for that. Use hashtag CMDSKAL on Instagram, and that'll get your name in twice for a drawing for that. That is going all the way to the end of the year, so December 31st at midnight. Well, maybe not midnight because that's New Year's, so maybe like New Year's Day morning, probably more likely. So get your one skein projects in there. Like I said, I do pick winners periodically throughout the KAL. About every 2 months or so, I pick a name of somebody who has put an entry in since the last time I draw a name. So basically, every 2 months, anybody that has put a shawl in within those 2 months are eligible for that drawing. Now, at the very end, the very last one, the grand drawing, that is going to be for everybody who has participated through the entire thing. So, yeah, and that one's going to be good. I think I'm going to be giving away yarn, a bag, and some polymer clay stitch markers that I'm going to be making up soon. I am just waiting for some supplies because I have got so many plans. So many plans. So yeah, I believe that's going to be the main drawing. Right now, every couple months, it's going to be either a bag or a skein of yarn, but I believe the last one is going to be all three. Oh man, I knew that was going to happen. Anyways, what am I drinking today? I am drinking David's tea, big surprise. It's actually, you know what? I'm going to show that now. It's actually called Oh Canada. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do I want to show it now or do I want to show an acquisition? I'll show it now since I'm going to drink from it and show you my awesome mug. This is Oh Canada, and it came in this adorable tin. It is so flipping cute. Little sheep there. And there he is with his little buddy. Where is he? There he is. He's so cute. So cute. It says, Oh Canada. Looking for a taste of Canada? Try this red robust tea. It's sweetened with maple syrup and sprinkled with maple leaf candy. Seriously? It smells like maple syrup. So good. It is a caffeine free, which probably is not helping me at all at the moment. I think I need a little caffeine. Maybe I'll just have some chocolate or something. Let's see. Ingredients is red and green, robust, honey crush or honey bush, caramel, toffee, candy leaves, natural and artificial flavoring, contains milk, soy, and almonds. Yeah. I want to show you. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but let's get this to open. These are always such a pain in the butt to open, but I mean, that's a good thing because that means it's really sealed. Well, God! Oh my God, it's partly open and it's driving me nuts. All I need to do is pop this and tea goes flying everywhere, which, you know, would typically, you know, something that would definitely happen to me. Let's see if I can shake this up a bit and get some. Come on, I want to show you some of these cute candies. Oh my Lord. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen, I mean, you can see a couple in there now. Oh my gosh. It smells like maple syrup, which is ridiculous. So that is my tea, and I am drinking it in, which it's kind of crazy. So it's kind of crazy because this is the front, which faces the tea drinker. Isn't that flippin' adorable? I freaking love this mug. It was blowing up my Instagram. Literally blowing up my Instagram the other day, and I went to the mall with my daughter, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta do it. I gotta go and get myself one of these cups, one of these mugs, because it is way too adorable not to get. And the back. I love the back. It's a little sheepiny. It's a little sheepy butt. So cute. Focusing is pain. So anyways, I'll be flashing my sheepy ass at you when I take a sip. It's so good. So while I was there, couldn't resist it. I had to pick this up as well. Little sheepy David's tea pouch. There is 5 sachets to steep on the go, called Juicy Teas, and I think I might actually give some of these away with my first few yarn purchases from the shop. Let me just see which ones are in here. We got Just Peachy. You know what? Maybe not. I might have to have these myself because they smell really, really good. Just Peachy. It smells really good. Apple, sweet blackberry leaves, peach. It smells really, really good. This one, organic blueberry jam. Oh my God. That is so good. Just Beat It. Oh wait, blueberry jam. It's a black tea. It's got black currants, blueberries, elderberries, cornflower petals, stevia extract with organic raspberry and natural blueberry flavoring. Not bad. This one is Just Beat It. Now that's hilarious because even though it's spelled B-E-E-T, when I hear Just Beat It, I think of Michael Jackson's song. Beat it, beat it. Yeah, and now I'm going to have that song in my head all day long. This is apple, raisins, hibiscus blossoms, beetroot, elderberries, carrots, green mat, whatever, goji berries, hoki berries. No, it's Goji. Berries, blackberries, red currants, raspberries. It smells really, really good. Pear blossom. Pears, apples, candied papaya, candied pineapple, rose hip peel, sunflower blossoms, stevia, natural pear, and peach flavoring. Oh my God. Just drop it. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That's pear blossom. And this one here, strawberry rhubarb parfait. Oh my gosh. Apple, hibiscus, raisins, carrot, yogurt bits, beetroot, strawberry, rhubarb, and natural and artificial flavoring. So this came with 5 teas, and I was going to give them all away, but they smell really good, so we'll have to see. We're going to have to see about that because I was going to give these away, but I might have to try them for myself, or I'll just have to go. Because I think most of these, pardon me, my nose is itchy. Most of these, I believe, come in the little box that has, I think, 10 or 12 individual teas, which is what I usually buy to give away with my bags, my project bags that I sell. I usually give away tea with each bag purchase. So, of course, I'm going to do that with my yarn as well because that's just the way I am. Well, that wasn't all, though, because my daughter, who is with me, of course. I hope this one's not dirty. Yeah, it's a little dirty. Pop spill, you know. We got matching coasters. They're so cute. Like, they're seriously ridiculously cute. This one is the pears. Like, I think this pattern on these are so cute. I wish there was a fabric like this because I would make a bag. This one is strawberries. Pardon me. This one also is strawberries. My gosh. And this one has my pop drops on it, which, I mean, stuff actually does wipe off, so that's pretty awesome. And this one's beets with little hearts. So she said I can have one because she wants the rest. Although they've been sitting in my room since we bought them. Yeah, and it's got the little David T in the back of it. But I think they're so flipping cute. So I had to buy those as well. Why not? Good thing is, I have enough points. In October, I get myself 100 grams of free tea. Woohoo! I may have to try some of these fruit-flavored ones. And if I like it, grab a whole 100 grams of it. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, so where was I before I got rudely interrupted by tea? Okay, I talked about the one Skein KAL. We also have a Socks All the Time KAL. And in there, you just basically post any socks. It can be kid socks, adult socks, baby socks, woolly, like really, really thick woolly socks, anything at all. As long as it is a pair of socks, you're good to go in that one. That is also until December 31st. And I pick names every other month for that as well. And my next podcast, which will be on Sunday or Monday, that is where I will have the winner for the next drawing. And they are going to win a skein of my hand-dyed yarn. My hand-dyed sock yarn. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be the 75-25 or the 80-20. I haven't decided on it yet. So if you want to get in on that drawing for Sunday, make sure you get your finished socks up in the FO thread. We also have chatter threads for both, which I will randomly, whenever, decide to pull a winner from that, and you will get a pattern of your choice from those chatter threads. So if you're interested in winning a sock pattern, then jump in the sock chatter thread. If you want to win a $5 shawl pattern, jump, or a $5 one skein pattern. That's what it is. Jump in the one skein KAL. Speaking of KALs, we have a make-along starting September 1st until October 31st. It is called the Winter is Coming Make-Along. So we've got crochet, knitting, and sewing available in that one. And it is being co-hosted by my friend Levi of the WTFKnitting podcast. I am so excited. This is going to be a good KAL. I cannot wait. I have got a list of things I want to make. Yeah, I do. I have a list, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I need more needles because I am starting to run a little bit shy on needles. So I'm thinking maybe I'll podcast on Monday because Monday is Labor Day here and everything is closed. Maybe Sunday I'll run down to my local yarn shop and grab some needles. And my local yarn shop, for anybody who is in the Hamilton area, is called Hand Knit Studio. Hand Knit Studio? I believe that's it. Hand Knit Studio. And it's down on John Street. I'm going to have to double check that. But yeah, that's the most local yarn shop to me. And even so, it's like 20 minutes away. It's downtown. I'm all the way over on the east side of town, and that's way over on the west side. So, so that is that. The winter is coming. Make along. I'll give you some information on that. I am so excited. Let me get my notes here. Me and Levi were coming up with a few things about it, so I want to try and make sure I get it all right. There may be some more stuff added if I forget, which is very well possible. All right, so the winter is coming, make along. So that would be hashtag winter is coming, MAL. In, like I said, co-hosted with Levi from the WTFKnitting podcast. I believe he's going to be doing a little video about that some point this week. Like I said, September 1st to October 31st, so it's a 2-month KAL. And WIPs are included, but they must be less than 25% completed. So if you're already halfway through a pair of mittens, sorry, that's not going to count. It needs to be less than 25%. So if you have the cuffs done, by all means, go right ahead. Speaking of, let's tell you what is included. Mittens, gloves, hats, scarves, KALs, shawls, sweaters, wraps, slippers, boot toppers, pretty much anything that you make that will keep you warm in the winter. We are not including socks because socks, oh, I got such an itchy back of my neck today. Probably because my hair is still kind of wet, so it's kind of just irritating me. Socks are not included. Socks are pretty much something that is knit all year round and that people wear pretty much, give or take, all year round. So we are not counting socks. But if you are knitting socks for winter, by all means, jump in that sock KAL. Why not? Double dip it. Yeah, so like I love boot toppers. I don't have boots that go up that high to have boot toppers unless I buy one this winter. But there's a pattern that I've been looking at and I absolutely love it. It's got cables though. So that might be my first cable project. Yikes. I'm a little nervous, cables. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. I've watched videos. I just haven't done it yet. So we'll see how that goes. Some really, really cute boot topper patterns. And you know what? Those are perfect Christmas gifts. Perfect Christmas gifts. Because nothing is worse than having your pants tucked into your boot, but then the breeze and the coldness and everything, and it's just goes right down your boot. So boot toppers. Perfect. Sweaters, definitely sweaters. Like I said, wraps, shawls, KALs, scarves, hats, which I am planning on casting one on towards the beginning. I'm not sure if I have the right needle for it though. I want to do the tread hat. So with my daughter's green yarn that she dyed up, which is the one right there. I believe that's the one there. So that's what she wants me to do a tread hat out of. It's with Aran weight yarn. So anyways, that is that one. That's you must use a minimum of 25 grams of yarn. So 25 grams of a skein or fabric. If you're sewing something, I would say it would have to be at least a fat quarter, I would think, because a fat quarter is a quarter of a yard or a meter. So a fat quarter would be a quarter, 25% of it. So I'm thinking a fat quarter, which honestly, if you're making a sweater or a hoodie or anything like that, if you're sewing it, you're going to need a lot more than just a quarter of yard anyway. So yeah, now my legs itchy. Seriously? Anyways, I cannot get enough of this tea. It is super good. I really wish that they would have come out with the individual packets of the O Canada, because I would be sending that to everybody. Because I don't think the David's Tea in the States will have O Canada tea. Really don't think they'd have O Canada tea. But oh my God. Unless you really, really want to try some, maybe I can put it in a baggie. Put some loose tea in a baggie and send you some loose tea that way. I don't know. Anyways, let's see, what else do we got? So that is the make along. Like I said, it is a winter is coming make along, co-hosted by Levi of the WTF Knitting podcast. I am going to be opening up a chatter thread in the Ravelry group sometime today after I'm done podcasting. I have yarn cooling downstairs, which it's crunch time. It is definitely crunch time because it's coming. And I've noticed, as you can see over there with some of my yarn and some of the ones that I'm putting in the shop that you'll see over here, I have a lot of variegated yarn. I don't have a lot of tonals or solids. So I'm going to try and dye some of those today so we can put some of those in the shop as well. I'll talk about the shop stuff and show you all the fun, yummy yarn in just a few moments. I'm going to show you the whip that I've been working on. Now, I was working on the Moving to the Country KAL, or shawl, by Christy of Yarn Cafe Creations. But I messed up somewhere. I messed up. My count was off and I couldn't figure out. Actually, I dropped a stitch somewhere in there. And because it was near the double yarn over, I could not for the life of me figure out how to find that stitch and bring it back up. So I ripped the whole thing out. I was already done the first section. Moving on to the second section, and I ripped the whole thing out. Yeah. So I've been knitting that every day when I head to work and on my lunches and stuff like that. So I am in my last repeat before the second section. So it's only taken me a week to get back to where I was. So that's not too bad. I guess it could be worse. Could be worse. So I'm not going to show you that because I'm less than what I was last time. But I will show you my shawl pattern that I'm working on that a few fellow podcasters have gotten in touch with me wanting to know if they can test knit this, which, oh my God, yes, 100 times yes. So excited to have other podcasters wanting to knit my shawl pattern. Just crazy, so crazy. Levi of the WTF Knitting podcast was the first one to get a hold of me and ask to test knit it for me. And that was pretty awesome. Laura of Knit for Brains also got a hold of me wanting to test knit. And just the other day, Honeybee Knits, Melissa, decided she wanted to test knit it as well. So I am really excited to have these podcasters test knit my shawl. I'm loving the way it's turning out. I cannot wait to try this as a 2-color shawl. Oh my God, I cannot wait. So I've been kind of debating which 2 colors I want to put, whether or not I want to use a variegated one for the main body of it and then do the solid or the tonal as the eyelets. That's the plan, I think. But which colors, I'm not sure yet. Anyways, this is my shawl. I didn't move my stitch marker, so I'm not sure where I was last time. I think I've only had a few rows done since last time. This one I've been knitting before I go to bed, but the thing is, it's getting to where there's over 100 stitches on it already. So by the time I'm done going the one way and then going back, I'm starting to fall asleep, and I'm like, I can't knit on it while I'm falling asleep because I really don't want to mess up my own pattern. Anyways, this is what I have so far. It begins here. And it moves along. It's the eyelets. Got some, almost dipped it in my tea. That would not be good. I mean, if yarn smelled like maple, that would be amazing. But not so sure I wanted it dipped in tea. All right, so there's that. And then there's that. And that's the last major eyelet section there. I think it is turning out so pretty. I'm actually using Lolo Did It Sweet Tooth colorway on this one. So this is what I have so far, and it's already from one end of my needle to the other end, and I think this is a 32-inch. I think it's a 32. 32, 36? I don't think it says on the needles, do they? No, they don't say on the needles. I'll have to check. I think it's a 32. But I usually scrunch my shawl up when I'm knitting anyways, because I just find it easier to scrunch it up while I'm knitting through it. You don't have to waste so much time dragging the yarn across. But anyways, this is it so far. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, yep, this is it. And my little stitch marker. I will be having these in the shop. I know I've been talking about it. I know. People want them. They've been messaging me, asking me when I'm going to get the stitch markers in the shop, and they are coming. I promise. They are coming, hopefully, next week. This week, I'm basically concentrating on the yarn because I got a whole crap load of yarn to put on. So I'm thinking next week I'm going to concentrate on bags and stitch markers. And that is just so cute. I love my little ice cream sandwich. So anyways, this is my shawl. I haven't come up with a name yet. I've had a couple really, really good suggestions, and I'm kind of leaning towards a couple of them. I haven't decided for sure. If you have a name you think would suit this pattern, let me know. Leave a comment down below, or you can message you can message me on Instagram or Ravelry and let me know what you think I should name the shawl. And if I pick your suggestion, you will win the shawl pattern for free. So, and it is being home and housed in my trailer bag. This is my one Skein knitting project bag that I sell. This is $24 Canadian, which I don't know what that is, American. 18, 19, maybe, something like that, 20 bucks. Anyways, that is my trailer bag, which I do believe there is some in the shop. There is some bags, see, there are some bags that I've gotten cut, and some of them have been sewn up. I just haven't had a chance to put them in the shop because I've been so much concentrating on the yarn, trying to get that all set up and ready to go. So yeah, the bags will be coming, as well as I picked up some Halloween fabric the other day at one of my local fabric shops. Oh my God, I cannot wait to knit up one of, what was that? Pardon me. One of them is some more zombie fabric. So I'm going to be putting some more of my zombie bags in the shop. And then there is two other Halloween theme one. One has skulls on it, and the other one is typical Halloween. It's got these cute, adorable ghosts and witches and snakes and cauldrons, and it's so flipping cute. I absolutely love it. I'll show it on my next podcast. But I'm thinking for that one, I want to try and dye some matching yarn. I think I want to dye some matching yarn for that Halloween bag. So that'll be really fun. I'll put that in the shop as a combo. I will be putting yarn and bags separate as well. But if you like both and you'd like to have both, I'm going to put up some in the shop. I think it'll just be a one skein project bag and a sock yarn for that. So if you're wanting bigger size bags and stuff like that, then you'll have to buy the bag separate. But I think that might be what I'm going to do for my next shop update after the yarn. Speaking of the yarn, I will get into it because that's all I have to talk about left today is my launch of candy coated yarn. And this is the new business card that I made for candy coated yarn. Now I'm still going to be giving my Crafty Momma Designz cards away, but this one here has stuff for yarn. So that is candy coated yarn, and on the back has all the yarn details. So yeah, it's so cute. Look at all the candy, those suckers and gummy bears and all kinds of fun stuff. I have an idea for a logo, but I gotta find somebody who is good at drawing that can draw yarn, because I have an idea. I mean, yarn's not really that hard to draw, I don't think, but I like it done a little more professional than what I can do. So anyways, that is my new business card for my yarn endeavor. I will show you first some of the yarn that I was dyeing during my last podcast. This one here, this was going to be candy apple or caramel apples, but there's not enough caramel or however you want to say it. I think I call it caramel, but I think in the States you call it caramel. There's lots of green, there's just not enough caramel. So I think this is just going to be a one of a kind, unless I can think of a different name for it. But anyways, I love the green. It's really pretty. And the hair. It's a very limey green. It's not quite picking it up. It looks a little too pale. It's a little too pale. Like, there's a lot of green in this, and it is not showing up as much. So I will try and add a picture with the actual yarn at the end of the podcast, where I add all my pictures of everything that I've showed on the podcast will be over there. But anyways, this one here was going to be candy or caramel apples, but I think it's just a one of a kind. It's cute though. I like it. It's just not what I wanted. So that's that one. Just lop it over here. Boop. This one here also didn't turn out quite as much as I wanted, but it is really, really cute nonetheless. It was going to be pumpkin patch. It might still be pumpkin patch. Yeah, this one might still be pumpkin patch, because I have another pumpkin one I have in my head. It's just got deeper oranges and some browns and stuff instead, but this is pumpkin patch. That's kind of a little more, well, maybe it's brighter. It's a brighter orange. Yeah, kind of like that color there. Anyways, like it's showing a little peachy here. It's not peach at all. Like I said, I'll show you the picture. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that. But it's more orangey, not so much of a peachy color. Yeah, it's showing really peach. That is not peach at all. It's a little orange. Anyways, I will take a picture of this as well and stick it in at the end of the podcast. This one here is Ghoulish Halloween. This, I'm trying to think what we were trying to do with this one. I don't even remember. Anyways, this is Ghoulish Halloween. For some reason, my color is not turning out quite the way I want this time. I don't know. It's not too bad here, but for some reason, the orange is turning out more peachy color. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So this is Ghoulish Halloween. Oh yeah, see that orange right here? Right here? That's the orange of the other skein as well. So this one is Ghoulish Halloween. And this will be in the shop. Yeah. This is on my 80/20 high twist. Can you see it? This is on my 80/20, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon high twist sock yarn. So that's that. And you guys saw this one last podcast. This one had just finished drying, I think. This one, I was going to call this one Halloween Speckles, but I'm thinking I may change the name because I think this looks more like Halloween Graffiti. See, it's looking peachy again. It's orange. Like, it's seriously orange. I don't know why that is turning out so peach color. Once again, I will show you a picture at the end. See, that looks pretty true, I think. Anyways, I think this looks more like Halloween Graffiti than sprinkles or sparkles. Yes, sprinkles, confetti. I think this looks more like graffiti. So I think this is going to be Halloween Graffiti. There's going to be 2 of these in the shop. This one here, well, I absolutely love the colors. Absolutely love the colors. They are so cute, so pretty. Absolutely loving it. But it does not really look like who it's supposed to look like. This was supposed to be Chucky. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I think it is so flippin' pretty. But it doesn't really represent Chucky. The orange is not dark enough, and the blue is too bright. And the red turned up more different shade of red. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing redying Chucky. So this is going to be a one of a kind. Or I'm going to call it Chucky Reject. Maybe I'll call this one Chucky Reject. But yes, this is going to be a one of a kind. I don't know if I want to get rid of this one. It's really pretty. You will not get dog hair in your yarn because this is a pet-friendly home, but you might get my hair or my dog's. I'll do my best not to send my hair with you to you. Anyways, so this is Chucky's Reject. Maybe I will call it that. I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. Chucky's Reject. So I do want to do another Chucky. I need a deeper orange and a darker blue and a darker red. Because the other colors were pretty accurate. The purple and the peach on his sleeve and stuff like that. So I had all those colors in here too. It just didn't, yeah, the peach or the orange and the blue just didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. So anyways, I haven't decided. I really, really love these colors, so I might keep this for myself. But probably not. So that'll be in the shop too. Candy corn will be in the shop. I am going to try to do another candy corn with a little bit darker of an orange, but we'll see. But I've got 2 skeins of candy corn going in the shop. I also have a skein of peaches. I think I'm calling this peaches. Kind of looks like peaches, which it kind of matches candy corn. I love this one so much. I don't want to get rid of it, but I kind of do. So I'll see. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put it in the shop and I'll give it 2 weeks. And if nobody buys it, then I'll take it out for myself. This is what my daughter calls fairy garden. Or I'll try and recreate it. Right now, this is a one of a kind. I do want to recreate it, but whether or not it's going to turn out quite, because it's got like that mossy green color, and then here it's a little more of a turquoisey, or a little more of a tealy blue color, and then you've got the hot orchid pink. This one was a hand painted, so I'm going to have some hand painted yarn as well as some kettle dyed yarn. So there's going to be the 2 options. I have a lot of other options that I want to have in the shop. Other yarn bases which will be coming. Somebody had mentioned DK, and I do want to get some DK. It is on my list for my next order. Some DK. I want to get some sparkle, and I also want to get some MCN. So those will all be coming hopefully within the next month or so. This one here also will be in the shop. So pretty. And this one's actually showing up pretty true to color. I absolutely love these blues and greens and that kind of that rosy color. So pretty. I love that. Haven't come up with a name yet for this one, but it's a one of a kind. So, ow, finger. So that's a one of a kind for now. I may try and recreate it. I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Mermaid Hair will be in the shop. I've got a couple of these going in the shop as well. This is Mermaid Hair. There, it shows a little more true to color back here. Oh God, I love that. The blues and the pinks and the purples are so pretty. So that's going in the shop, as well as this one here, which is like a tonal plum color, lavender, mauvey plum. Yeah, see, they're all showing up better back here. So that's coming up in the shop. Now, wouldn't that make a nice 2-color shawl? When you got the purples, wouldn't that be a pretty 2-color shawl? My shawl. Doing this in the regular garter and then doing this as the eyelets. I think that looks so pretty. And then we have my pretty ballerina. There's 2 of these that'll be in the shop. And I got my pink tonal as well. And that would be a gorgeous shawl as well. So pretty. So I've got a couple combinations of stuff if people are looking to do a 2-color. There's a few combinations in there. So that is what I have so far for the shop. There will be a few more. Like I said, I'm doing some dyeing today, so there will be some more to go in the shop. Right now, if you want to have a chance to win the very first skein of candy coated yarn, jump over to my Instagram. I have a giveaway going on right now. The giveaway is being held on the Candy Coated Yarn Instagram account. So you can go there, or you can go to my Instagram, because I've also shared the post, and then you can get over there and do all the stuff that's needed to win a skein of yarn. And this skein of yarn is the very first skein of yarn ever dyed for Candy Coated Yarn. It was our first boo-boo. So something that didn't turn out at all like planned. So it is a one of a kind. More than likely never to be made again because I have no idea how this happened. Anyways, this beautiful fall, autumn, brown, greens, a little bit of purpley color in there. This is what is up for grabs on the yarn, candy coated yarn Instagram. You have to basically do pretty much the same stuff. Follow Candy Coated Yarn on Instagram. Follow my Instagram. Repost the picture with a hashtag. And then tag some friends. Pretty standard stuff for Instagram giveaways. But yes, this is the yarn you will win. Woo! This is the yarn that is up for grabs. One lucky winner. I will be closing the contest Thursday night, midnight. So you got a couple more days to get in on that. Thursday night at midnight, I will be closing the contest, and I will be drawing the winner during the launch of Candy Coated Yarn. So that is that. So that is everything I have so far to show you. Hopefully you find some yarn in there that you like. I'm always open to suggestions. So if there is a color combination that you think would do well, something that you think you would like to see in the shop, even a yarn weight. If there's a certain type of yarn you like to knit with that you think you'd like to see in the shop, let me know. Let me know. I am totally up for suggestions right now. Like I said, this is going to be the launch on the Friday the 1st around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right now I only have 3 bases. I have my 75-25 Superwash Merino Nylon blend, which is going to be called my Sweet Sock base. Then I have a 80-20 high twist sock yarn, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and that is on my licorice base because I thought that was kind of fitting. High twist, licorice, get it? Yeah, yeah. I thought that was kind of cute. And then I have my Aran base, which is 100% superwash merino, which we are calling caramel base for that. I think that's what we're calling it. I do have some other names picked out for other yarn that's going to be coming. Like I said, I'm going to be placing another order hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Anyways, that is that. That is pretty much it. I thought this was going to be a really short episode, but there was a lot of yarn to show and a lot of fun stuff to talk about. I will do podcast love and shows and all that other stuff I normally do on Monday. My next podcast, like I said, this basically was a announcements podcast to let you know what's been coming up on with Crafty Momma Designs and Candy Coated Yarn. And yeah, so later on, my thing is freezing. I don't know if it froze. I will have to see that in playback. Like I said, jump in my Ravelry group, Crafty Momma Designs, and I'm going to get a chatter thread going for the Make Along. The winter is coming Make Along, co-hosted by Levi of the WTFKnitting podcast. And I'm going to get that going up later today. Later today. I gotta dye some more yarn. I have a bag purchase I have to finish up and get that in the mail hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, that's about it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show and all the information and all the fun stuff going on. So you got lots of stuff you can win with I'm gonna get so tongue-tied on my names now. With Crafty Momma Designs podcast and the Candy Coated Yarn website coming up. on Friday. So hopefully you had a great time and you enjoyed what you saw. Hopefully, if you, like I said, have any suggestions, just let me know. I am open to suggestions. And if you think you can think of a name for some of the skeins of yarn that I had no name for yet, by all means, let me know. I'd love to take your name and use it in the shop. So I guess that's about it. I hope you all have a great week. And hopefully you can all stop by on Friday and check out my website, candycoatedyarn.com. And I will see you all on Monday. Until then, keep on crafting. Bye!